It's not a game. Davis lashes out at EU in Brexit Northern Ireland bargaining chip row. Brexit Secretary David Davis' department have blasted the European Commission's claims the UK is using the Northern Ireland peace process as a bargaining chip in talks. As tensions ramp up ahead of the next round of Brexit talks, Mr. Davis's team hit back and accused Brussels of ignoring the human costs faced. The EU has underlined trade talks will not take place until Britain settles its divorce bill and tackles the issue of the Northern Ireland border along with guaranteeing the rights of EU residents. Mr. Davis said a hard border can be avoided only through a deal on trade and customs arrangements. Talks take place next week, but before they have even taken place, the Commission upped the stakes by accusing the UK of exploiting fears over a hard border could overspill into violence. An EU official, during a press briefing, said, "We think that the peace process must not become a bargaining chip in these negotiations." Brussels also ruled out Britain's idea that a hard border could be tackled through technological solutions. "We see a lot of magical thinking about how an invisible border could work," an official said, but an official from the Department for Exiting the EU hit back in a furious response and branded Brussels as irresponsible. He said, "This type of language suggests they don't properly understand the sensitivities or human costs behind the hard-won progress in Northern Ireland. This is not a game with bargaining chips. This briefing is puzzling. We have already published a paper on Northern Ireland which sets out our clear position, as well as how we can make quick progress on protecting the common travel area and upholding the Belfast Agreement in all its parts. It's self-evident that discussions around the future of the Irish border will require a conversation about the future partnership between the UK and EU. Two other EU sources have dubbed the UK paper as a Trojan horse for the future EU-UK relationship. The bloc has vowed not to talk trade until the other three key issues, Northern Ireland's border, the future of EU residents and its divorce bill, are resolved. Both sides had looked to October to make enough progress to talk through future trading arrangements, but one EU official said there is a very big gap between the two sides and claimed there was a lack of substance from the UK sources. At the EU believe the deal could be thrown into doubt as Mr. Davis has refused to make clear how to calculate Britain's obligations if you leave big, sensitive political issues to the end of the negotiation, such as the financial settlement. You increase the risk of failure, rather than decrease it. They said if you want to have a discussion on the future relationship, you need to do so on the basis of trust. Talks are expected to kick off on Monday with former British Prime Minister Tony Blair meeting Jean-Claude Juncker, President of the European Commission, as the latest talks wrap up. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.